Great question, common problem, there is a solution. First off, there's two situations you could be in. Let's figure out which one. Scenario one, and this is probably most common, the instructor has these questions and rationales that you don't feel like are in the textbook, but they're correct. You're just not making the same connections that they were, and you don't see how it got from the textbook to the test page. Second situation is when you really just don't feel like the instructor's questions and rationales are correct at all. This is usually like a one-off question type problem. It's not usually an ongoing problem, but it can occasionally happen. I'm going to focus on how to solve the problem one scenario. This problem most often happens because of the way you've been trained to study and how different it is from the way you're now being tested. You're probably studying based on what you think you need to know and pulling that information out of the textbook because it's always worked for you in the past. But now in nursing school, they're not lying when they say they use higher level test questions, even though they still look like just your run-of-the-mill multiple choice. And the thing about these higher level questions is that you could literally study your textbook for an entire year and still get asked a question that wasn't explicitly stated in the textbook. That's because the types of questions and rationales that they are testing you on are more based on concepts than the specific information that you're studying. And you can still solve this problem so that you can feel more confident in nursing school. Because the solution is not to study harder. Instead, it's to adapt your study style to reflect this new reality. And that means when you study, you can't only focus on the content and the facts, but you also have to start practicing how to think about those concepts and facts, because that's what you're going to be tested on. When I tutor nursing students through my VIP tutoring membership, I teach them how to solve this problem using the silver bullet study system. It's a 4-step study method that you can use to study anything in nursing school and a lot of other classes too. And it takes you through 2 phases of studying. The first 2 steps have you focusing on what to study, because let's be honest, there is new stuff we do need to learn and memorize in nursing school. But then it also carries you through the second phase, which is practicing how to think about that content and those facts. This also helps you to self-identify the most important information, by the way, which is something a lot of students struggle with in the beginning of nursing school. And once you add that second phase of thinking about what you're studying during your study time, you're going to start finding that you're seeing those same connections that your instructor is. Because it's training your brain to think like a nurse. And ultimately, your instructor is trying to test you on how you are doing it thinking like a nurse, because that's what NCLEX is testing you on too. And remember, you can always get a free copy of my Silver Bullet Study System training. It's a 20-minute video that goes through all 4 steps, which covers both phases, right in my bio link. Good luck on your nursing journey.